they like the idea of it from what you were talking about. Recently, I DRS'd 10,000 Bed Bath shares. I mean, what's your opinion? Well, really, my question is, do you DRS every stock that you own, or do you keep some in brokers?
No, I don't. But I think the world's going to go there. I think, though, that people don't want it DRS, because if you DRS it, then not only do you own the stock, but you control the stock. Mm-hmm. And the powers that be, in my opinion, don't want you to control the stock. They just want you to own it.
Yeah.
Or give you the illusion that you own it.
Yeah.
I mean, if people direct register, then you really are in charge of the company. And I think shareholders are in charge of the company. I think one of the worst things that CEOs do is they think that they're in charge of the company, and on a long enough time scale, that doesn't end very well.
In that point.
Yeah, just ask. Let's just talk.
So if they issued synthetic shares within the company, let's say Bed Bath and Beyond,
mm-hmm.
and
by the way, we had like 3,000 viewers, like hold steady, and like we were holding steady at like 4,000 viewers, however many hours into this.
It's quite a bit.
And then DRSing all the shares.
What? Go ahead.
So if there are synthetic shares, how can they DRS all the shares, the real ones and the synthetic ones?
I think that whole thing's a freaking problem, man. And I don't have an answer to your question, but they're going to have to get to the bottom of all these synthetic shares and everything. So
who's they, though?
I think I have my own opinion about who's in charge of all of that, but that's probably for 5 years from now conversation. So,
I mean, like at some point, like.
But you need to connect the dots to who runs all these places, mm-hmm. and you'll find common strings amongst them.
But like it seems.
But it's not very popular to talk about right now. So
people want to keep kicking the can, and no one wants to like actually take it on. And it's like the people that are benefiting from it, they just want to keep delaying. Oh, like just. But meanwhile, like every day it hurts like people. There's certain people that money they have in the stock, like that matters to them, right? Like it's not just like they're kicking the can, maybe they'll stop kicking it at some point. No, they won't stop kicking it. And we're the ones that are like, but yet everyone is still passive about it. They don't even know that their 401k isn't doing much. It's not even keeping up with inflation.
But what we're doing right now is going to help change that, right? We're sitting on a live stream. We've got thousands of people watching this. We'll reach a ton of people. I think that's the only way we can affect change is to get it out there, step by step, one step of the ladder at a time. So, it's funny, Ryan talks about his dad a lot, and I talk about my grandfather a lot to the point where somebody's like, what's wrong with this guy? But, and somebody could say that about Ryan, but, my grandfather always used to tell me, I used to say, how are you so successful compared to your friends in high school and stuff. And I've noticed this, in my own business since I've made money, and many of my friends haven't made, a lot of money. And he said, Billy, because he called me Billy because he was Bill. He said, I used to climb the ladder one step at a time. And a lot of my friends, they tried to get on the ladder and they tried to swing themselves on top of the roof. But I just would go one step at a time, just boom, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And I kind of view my Twitter philanthropy that same way. It's like, if you try to change the whole charity world in one fell swoop, I think you'll fall on your face. And so I just try to set an example every day, boom, 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 one step at a time. And I think that this is the same situation. You just got to go one step at a time. But to the extent that we try to change everything right away, I don't think it's going to happen. And I think it only results in depressed morale and these type of things. So we just got to go one step at a time.
You say is that so I understand that like
one step at a time. One step at a time is right now. One step what we're doing right now. This is one step at a time. I know you don't want to hear that. You want to hear what are the next 2, 3, 4 steps, and I think that's a fair question.
Yeah.
But right now we're having a live stream and we're getting it out there to people, and this is one step at a time. We do this a bunch of times, whether it's with you guys. You guys do this every night. I mean, you do your show every night. It's called The Power of Compounding, and you only get compounding by just going one step at a time.